Hey, what is up everyone? DiscussionVerse here to break down the official trailer for Superman 2025 as it has officially landed, and James Gunn's vision is already soaring above expectations. It's clear that this isn't just another superhero reboot. This actually feels more personal, mythic, and strangely intimate in all the right ways. It actually reminds me of how I felt when Spider-Man 2 came out in theaters when I was just a wee little boy, and man, like I was super hyped, and I feel just the same way. Like there's a lot of heart that's coming out of this movie just alone in the trailers as well. You could literally feel it seeping out of the screen. So before we dive deeper into this trailer breakdown, you know the drill. Hit that like button, drop your theories down below in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. With that out of the way, let's get right into this. The official trailer for James Gunn's Superman has finally dropped, and it's offering a grounded yet fresh take on the Man of Steel. We're stepping into a world where Clark is already active as Superman, and he's not just starting out, but he's also not fully embraced yet. He's navigating the tension between who he is and how the world sees him, especially as larger forces begin to take notice. The trailer itself opens not with action, but with Lois Lane and Superman already living together and already sharing a life where she knows exactly who he is. But the tension starts when she asks to formally interview him as Superman for the Daily Planet. What follows isn't a puff piece, it's full-on accountability, which really does serve as a powerful setup for the emotional and ideological conflicts at the heart of this story with Superman. She questions him about a recent intervention where he helped stop a war. It wasn't sanctioned, it wasn't approved, and there was no contact with the US president beforehand. It was just Superman making a choice. It's clear that Clark's discomfort is immediate, as he believes he did the right thing and he stepped in when no one else would, and he saved lives. But Lois isn't attacking him, she's doing her job, and it's just a moment that's loaded with emotion and subtle conflict, showing that even his closest ally won't let him skate by without answering the hard questions. I really feel like that angle and approach is just so compelling. This isn't just about Superman versus villains, it's about Superman versus a world that's unsure if one man, no matter how powerful or well-intentioned, should get to act without any oversight. We also see strong hints of conflicts brewing elsewhere, such as with Lex Luthor and the Engineer appearing to align, or at least temporarily. We see snippets of the Engineer and Lex Luthor entering the Fortress of Solitude and taking out the robots that are there, plus going toe-to-toe with Krypto the Superdog. Yeah, that's right, Krypto the Superdog versus the Engineer is gonna go down in this movie, but we know that Lex has an angle here, and we also know that the Hammer of Baravia, which is a deep cut reference for sharp-eyed fans that they'll recognize from early marketing with Superman. We see that shot of the mech suit and it's going toe-to-toe with Superman, and we don't know exactly who is in there. It's highly likely that Lex is involved in that suit, where he's physically in it, or he is helping the person that's in the suit and gifted them that to go toe-to-toe with Superman. But it's gonna be something involving Lex. I just know it because that dude's always scheming, and Nicholas Holt's version of Lex Luthor is really bringing menace and charisma all at one time. Lex's scenes specifically stand out already as they're dripping with jealousy and disdain for Superman's growing influence. His frustration at watching someone be praised for genuine good work is palpable, and it's setting up a classic ideological clash. For the Hammer of Baravia, I have a few theories, as it could be Lex physically in the suit, or it could be someone that he specifically is sponsoring, much like Maxwell Lord is sponsoring Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, and Hawkgirl. That's why they all have the similar uniforms, right? Or Lex has Ultraman, as we know Ultraman is more than likely in this movie, and he's the masked character in the full black costume. It's likely that he's also in that suit and kind of posing as the Hammer of Baravia while also being his own, character going forward. Not only this, but we see more of Hawkgirl, Metamorpho, and Mr. Terrific in action, and they are being played by Isabella Merced, Anthony Carrigan, and Eddie Gathegi respectively. And I definitely feel that adds a lot to the overall narrative, because while it's not a Justice League moment, it's important to establish the fact that the world in this DC universe that we're going to see unfold is much bigger than just Clark Kent / Superman. Since heroes and metahumans are starting to emerge, it's important that when Superman steps into that world, what he represents has to hit even harder, as he's not just the first one on the board, he's the one who defines what it means to be more than just powerful. In a universe that's about to be filled with gods, monsters, and morally gray metahumans, Superman might be the first to actually earn the title of superhero, and I mean that literally. Someone who embodies both the super and the hero. He's the prototype, and not just because of his powers, but because of his choices. His morality and his empathy and his restraint, that all helps define who he is as a superhero. And in a world that's getting louder and more dangerous, it's Clark Kent, the quiet guy from Kansas, who shows that strength doesn't mean dominance. It means compassion under pressure. And that's why this approach feels so fresh. It's not about him being above everyone. It's about him choosing to stay grounded while still carrying the weight of being something more. And by the time the rest of the DCU isn't in full swing, his presence as Superman is going to mean something. He will be what other superheroes strive to live up to. The trailer also emphasizes Superman's internal struggle to reconcile with his Kryptonian heritage and also with his human upbringing. It highlights the themes of identity, responsibility, and hope. This nuanced portrayal aims to redefine the superhero archetype, presenting Superman as a symbol of empathy and moral integrity all in one. And that's in a world filled with complexity already, as he struggles to continue to do the right thing. Also really love the other snippets of the people of Metropolis engaging and interacting with Superman, even when it's the bad like we've seen, plus the good, like with the scene where one man helped Superman get up as he was thrown viciously into the ground. And that's a beacon of hope. It really seals the message of what Superman is overall. And also his interactions with Pa and Ma Kent are just so damn wholesome. The fact that Ma Kent says, "I cleaned your boots, I'll go get them for you," just as soon as he's about to leave to go handle whatever business he needs to handle. That is just such a great humanizing moment for Superman, and I love it. I'm all here for that. Because it's very clear that they need to make Superman stand out and differentiate himself from the sea of other metahumans. Superman needs to inspire the other superheroes, because while they are super and have these power sets, that doesn't necessarily make them a hero. So what makes an actual hero? And I think that Superman is going to answer that just by his actions alone within this movie. Even in these quick flashes, there's just something more human and vulnerable but still powerful about this Superman. And the visual palette, it's brighter, but it's not cheesy, and it's grounded optimism, if that makes any sense. This really feels like the start of a DCU that actually knows what it wants to be, which is character driven, emotionally rich stories, but still big and bold in its execution. And you could say it's shaping up to finally deliver on the promise of what the DC universe could be, which is a balance of myth and heart. I also feel like you guys should know that it's important how Peacemaker Season 2 in that recent trailer pretty much confirmed that both that show and this movie Superman were being filmed concurrently, especially given the fact that Rick Flag Sr. being played by Frank Grillo is going to be appearing both in Peacemaker and Superman. Plus, we get the return of Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl with Peacemaker Season 2, and with him is going to be Maxwell Lord, which confirms a previous theory of mine, which in that Lord is sponsoring Guy Gardner's Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and also Mr. Terrific. This is why they're seen with similar costumes in the Superman trailers and also in the Peacemaker Season 2 trailer. My hunch is that by the end of Superman, he would inspire these heroes enough and eventually become what would be the Justice League or the Justice Society, though that is definitely something that I see happening down the line, though we definitely are seeing the breadcrumbs now. Not only does the trailer look really great, it just feels right. It's a Superman who isn't trying to be perfect. He's trying to be good even when the world doesn't make it that easy. We've got political tension, emotional stakes, subtle world building, and just enough mystery to keep the theory crafting alive. Between the early connections to Peacemaker Season 2 and also the Justice Lord references and the undeniable emotional weight behind the vision with Clark, it's safe to say this isn't just the start of the new DC universe, it's a mission statement for what the new DC universe will be moving forward. And honestly, I'm all here for it. That being said, that does wrap up this video here for the new Superman official trailer, which looks absolutely phenomenal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as you guys enjoyed the trailer. With that in mind, this is your friendly reminder once again to smash that like button, leave a comment down below on what you like the most or any theories that you guys have. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and then you want to turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. With that out of the way, this has been DiscussionVerse, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.